कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम् गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशम् अक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वादात्मजं वानरयोधमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीद् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम् सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Apprehensions and doubts cause great misery than anything else in our life. In any relationship or anything that we do, the faith that we have in ourselves and in the Lord, when it is lacking, there is constant disturbance, constant unhappiness. Even person to person, if there is a lack of trust, then there cannot be any cordial relationship. We not only have to have hope and faith and trust, we must express explicitly the trust and hope and faith as well. If we do not express that, then other person will be always in doubt. So when a person, married person, will say during the wedding ceremony, giving flowers, giving cards, I really love you, here it is. I really think of you. Again and again, you have to assure it. And Bhagavan also demands it. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Maye vamana. That's why. And all that is what? Express yourself. Again, re-establish yourself. Because there can be so many deviations, so many distractions that may come on the way in your life. So many other things take priority. But Bhagavan says again and again, you have to reassure yourself, you have faith in me, you have trust in me, you hope that I will do the best thing to you. Sita ji also had a doubt even before Hanumanji left. Even he assured so much. He showed his prowess, he showed his strength. He said, you have strength, but what about others? He said, I am a Duta of Rama having that much strength. Think of Rama himself. And interestingly, because of your faith in me alone, my tail did not get burned. I burned everything else except myself and you. So that much faith also you should have. So she said that if you are gone, and so long as you are there, I have some amount of release from that sorrow. And you are also gone, what do I do? Alone, again, back to the same position where I was. Only thing is, earlier I had no clue whether Rama knows where I am or not. Now I know that he knows. But it will be befitting him only if he comes and takes me away from here, destroying the entire clan of Rakshasas. And that is what you need to do. Tatvaya tasya vikrantam anurupam mahatmanah bhavati bhavatya havashurasya tata tvam upapadaya ahavashurasya mahatmanah anurupam bhavat. Ahavashurasya yuddha visharadasya, one who is the best among all those who are, hero in the battlefield. Of his prowess and strength will be proved only when he comes and takes care of it. Therefore, tada tvam upapadaya. Tada tvam upapadaya. Therefore, accordingly go and speak to him. So, show that you are, tell him and push him and inspire him to complete his job. Continuing here in verse number 14. Tadarthopahitam vakyam prashritam hedu samhitam shamya hanuman virah vakyamuttaramabravit devi haryakshasainnyanam ishvaras plavatam narah Griva sattva sampannah Tavarte krita nischayah Vanara sahasranam kotibhir abhisamvritah Prameshyati vaidehi Griva plavagadipah Taucha viro naravaro Sahito Rama Lakshmano Agamya Nagarim Lankam Sayakai Vidamishyatah Upahitam prashritam hetu samhitam vakyam nishamya. Hearing the words spoken by Vaidehi, Hanuman, Artha Upahitam, Arthopahitam, Artha Upahitam, Upahitam, endowed with, full of meaning, and the words were very polite. Prashritam Vakyam is not commanding, it is not requesting. It's not Sita in a commanding position anyway. He's totally depending upon now only Hanuman, nobody else. So, requesting Hetu Samhitam with a lot of, purpose, purposeful words also, she said. So, accordingly, Hanuman Viraha Vakyam Uttaram Vakyam Abravid. He answered back saying that Devi Hari Ruksha Sainyanam Ishvaraha Sugrivaha Plavatambaraha. The Sugriva is the lord of all the monkeys and bears, and he is the best among the monkeys again. Tasattva Sampannaha, he is also a person of sattva, goodness. Tavarte Kritanishchayaha, for your sake he has committed to complete his job. That is, his word he has given to Sri Rama. Sa Vanara Sahasranam Kotipir Abhisambrutaha, surrounded or accompanied by crores of monkeys, thousands and crores of monkeys. Kshiprameva Eshyati Vaidehi Sugrivaha. Sugrivaha Eshyati. He will come here. Plavadadipaha. He will. Plavagadipaha. The Plavanam is to Plava. Plava means to leap. Plavaga adi plavagam. Plavam gacchati plavaga. So, see, he would definitely come, and no doubt about that. And along with that will be Rama and Lakshmana. Rama Lakshmano Sahito Naravarao Virao. The heroes Rama and Lakshmana, best of the men, will also come. Agamya Nagarim Lankam Sayakaihi. Having come to the Lanka with their shafts, with their arrows, Vidamishyataha. They will surely destroy this place, and this is what is going to happen very quickly in future. Well, only apprehension Sita has, how quick? Because she is calculating. Now you have to go, right? First of all, you have to go. Even though I gave you one day rest, but you have to go back. After you go there, you inform them. After that, they have to gather up. And then after gathering up, they have to come and start. How so many of them are going to come, I don't know. Because you can fly, as she said before, Trayanamavi Bhutanam Shakti Hisyad Vayainateyasya Tavava Marudasya Va Sagarasyapi Langane. Only only 3 people can do it, you, Garuda, and wind. Now, so many of them have to cross over, because 3 of you, 4 of you coming will not, you know how much Ravana has here. So, how all of them going to come crossing the ocean, mighty ocean, huge, and coming there, and then in the alien land, you have to come and start fighting. I don't have time. 6 months only. After that, that much only I was given by Ravana. Not that I have any choice on that. And now already few days are over. So she is definitely very, very sorrow-stricken, at the same time very disturbed, unsure of herself. So that is why quick job has to be done. by Hanuman. Very quickly he has to gather up momentum, and they also have to get ready. So, Saganam Rakshasam Hatva
सगणं राक्षसं हत्वा
Jirat Raghunandanaha
न चिराद्रघुनन्दनः
Vamadaya Vararohe
त्वामादाय वरारोहे
Swapurim Pradigas Gam Gavirim Swapuri
यास्यति
Pradiyasyati.
त्वां पुरीं प्रति यास्यति.
Swami is there, good. Okay. Samashvasihi Bhadrate
त्वमाश्वसिः भद्रं ते
Bhadram. Okay. Bhavatvam Kalakankshinī
भव त्वं कालकाङ्क्षिणी
Kshipram Drakshasi Ramena
क्षिप्रं द्रक्ष्यसि रामेण
Yatam Ravanam Rane
निहतं रावणं रणे
Nihate Rakshasendre Cha
निहते राक्षसेन्द्रे च
Saputra Matya Bandhave
सपुत्रामात्य बान्धवे
Tvam Sameshyasi Ramena
त्वं समेष्यसि रामेण
Shashanke Nevarohini
शशाङ्केनेव रोहिणी
Kshipramesyati Kakutstha
क्षिप्रमेष्यति काकुत्सः
Aryaksha Pravarairhyutah
हर्यक्षप्रवरैर्युतः
Yaste Yudhi Vijityarin
यस्ते युधि विजित्यारि
Shokam Vyapanayishyati
शोकं व्यपनयिष्यति
Nachirat Raghunandanaha Rakshasam Hatva Saganam. Along with his clan, all the Rakshasas will be destroyed, having killed Nachirat. That's why again and again you would see saying, not very, very far, not very late. Chira means long. Nachira, not long, very quickly. Tvam adaya, taking you. Hey Vararohe, the best among the women. Tva swampuri yadi. Yadi swampradim pradi yasyati. He will take you. There is no doubt about that, towards his own place. So again he says, Samashvasihi, Ashwas karo, relax. What relax? Ashwas. Ashwas. Ashwas means take a long breath. Ashwas. Ashwas means Ashwas. Ashwasahi. Badram te, may the good be with you. Tvam kalakankshini bhava. May you be the one who is kalakankshini bhava. It's a very interesting word. That is the wait for the time to come. Kalakankshini bhava. So akanksha means akanksha means what? Akanksha means to wait. Intazar. Urdu में इंतजार होता है. Meaning Kalakankshini, and this is what I think. Maybe the meaning is different here. Yeah. Good to abide with you. Ravana, it's not even given there. That you understand. May good be tied with you. That is Bhadram. Confidence, and bide your time. Bide your time. Wait. Kalakankshini bhava. And Kshipram Drakshasi. Again and again say Kshipram quickly. Many places he has put. Yes, sir. Nachirat, Kalakankshini, Ashwasahi, Kshipram. Quickly. So, Kshipram Drakshasi Ramena Nihatam Ravanam Rane. You will quickly see Ravana being destroyed by Rama in the battlefield. Rakshasendra Nihate, when that Ravana being killed, Saputra Amatya Bandave, along with his sons as well as relatives, Tvam Sameshasi Ramena, you will go along with Samyak Eshyasi, Sameshyasi, Ramena, along with Rama, Shashankena Iva Rohini, like Rohini is always with moon. In that way, you will be with him. Shiprameshyati. Shipram. Because he cannot but tell this quickly. Shipram Eshyasi. You will go. Eshyati. Kagustaha. Quickly will arrive. Kagusta. Hari Aksha Pravarayiryutaha. Hari Ruksha Pravarayiryutaha. Along with monkeys and bears. Yaste Yudi Vichitya Areen. Yaha te vyapanishyati. Te shokam vyapanishyati. First of all, he will remove your sorrow by coming itself. Then yudi vichityan, vijitya areen, areen vichitya. Having destroyed all the enemies in the battlefield, he will remove your shokam. Apanayishyati. Apanayanam. Upanayanam, you know. Upanayanam is to take closer. Apanayanam is take away. Apanayishyati. He will take away your sorrow. So, this way you do not have to worry about it at all. Evamashvasya vedehim
एवमाश्वास्य वैदेहीम्
Hanuman Marutatmajah
हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः
Gamanayamatim Krutva
गमनाय मतिं कृत्वा
Vaidehim Vaidehim Apyavadayate
वैदेहीमभ्यवादयत्
Akshasan Pravaran Hatva
राक्षसान् प्रवरान् हत्वा
Nama Nishravya Chatmanah
नाम विश्राव्य चात्मनः
Samashvasya cha Vaidehim
समाश्वास्य च वैदेहीम्
Darshayitva Parambalam
दर्शयित्वा परं बलम्
Nagari Makulam Krutva
नगरीम् आकुलां कृत्वा
Vanchayitva Charavanam
वञ्चयित्वा च रावणम्
Darshayitva Balam Goram
दर्शयित्वा बलं घोरम्
Vaidehim Abhivyadya cha
वैदेहीम् अभिवाद्य च
Pratigantum Manaschakre
प्रतिगन्तुं मनश्चक्रे
Punarmadhyena Sagaram.
पुनर्मध्येन सागरम्
The painting is so smudgy here. Evam Ashwasya, Vaidehim Ashwasya, thus appeasing or making her, comforting her, Hanuman Marutatmajaha, Hanuman, the son of Marut, Madim Krutva Gamanaya, decided to now proceed. So, finally, he bid farewell to Vaidehi. Vaidehim Apyavadayat. Abhivada, you know. Abhivadanam, Abhivadaha, Abhivadanam. Vadaha here to be understood as not an argument. And the prefix Abhi is given as a polite submission, salutation. Abhivadaye. May I salute to you, submit to you. This is how a person introduces oneself to a person of knowledge, person of wisdom, or elderly person. This is our tradition. And then closing yours is Abhivade, Vasishta, Maitravarna, Kaundanipatra, Abhastambha Sutra. He has to tell all, his, not Purana, his background. Who is I am so and so, visiting card, Lelo, or a handshake, isn't he? May I submit to you, I am so and so. So here, he abhyavadayat, he thus submitted himself. Here it is not obviously introduction, it's a farewell, bidding a farewell. Rakshasan Pravaran Hatva, the best of the Rakshasas who are there, having killed, Nama Vishraya Atmanaha, he will establish his name. So do not ever worry that your husband Rama would not come in disguise, not like me. He will come as he is. He will come as Rama only, and he will surely establish his name. Atmana Nama Vishravya. Make sure that everybody knows who he is, displaying clearly. And Balam Param Balam Darshayat. So, Samashvasya cha Vaidehim Darshayitva cha Balam. Oh, so it is not it is about Hanumanji only, not Rama. So what he did was is given here. What are the things he completed? Hanuman, Rakshasan Pravaran Hatva, having killed the majority of the Rakshasas, Atmanaha Nama Vishravya, having made sure that they all know who he is as a messenger of Rama, Vaidehim Samashvasya, having appeased or comforted Vaidehi, Parambalam Darshayitva, and also showed the strength of his master also, Nagari Makulam Kalam Krutva, having created such a havoc in the city, then Vanjayitva Charavanam, and also had challenged Ravana, Darshayitva Balam Goram, having shown his mighty strength, Vaidehim Abhivadyacha, having now saluted, having seen Sita, having made sure that she also is given assurance about Rama. Pradigantum Manaschakre. He decided to Pradigantum, to return Punar Madhyena Sagaram, through the middle of the ocean, not through the shores, right, crossing middle of the ocean. The middle of the ocean is where maximum wind is. See, we will not even realize how much is the depth, the intensity of wind, because there is no control, there is no restriction. When it comes to the shores, there are trees and mountains and buildings possibly, and other things are all which will disturb the wind. But in the middle of the ocean, there is no restriction at all, top to bottom. It's in full force. Penetrating through that and going is really a task, and that Hanuman alone could accomplish. So he had decided to cross the ocean now. Next is return flight started. Tadassa Kabishardulah
ततः स कपिशार्दूलः
Swami Samdarshanotsukaha
स्वामी सन्दर्शनोत्सुकः
Aruroha Girishreshtam
आरुरोह गिरिश्रेष्ठम्
Arishtam Arivardhanaha
अरिष्टम् मरिमर्दनः
Tungapatmagajushtabihi
तुङ्गपद्मकजुष्टाभिः
Neelavridvanarajibihi
नीलाभिर्वनराजिभिः
Sotariyamibambodaihi
तोत्तरीयमिवाम्भोदैः
शृङ्गान्तर विलम्बिभिः
शृङ्गान्तरविलम्बिभिः
बोध्यमानमिव प्रीत्या
बोध्यमानमिव प्रीत्या
दिवाकरकरैः शुभैः
दिवाकरकरैः शुभैः
उन्मिषन्तम् उन्मिषन्तम् इवोद्भूतैः
उन्मिषन्तम् इवोद्धूतैः
लोचनैरिव धातुभिः
लोचनैरिव धातुभिः
तोयौगन निःस्वनैर्बन्धैः मन्त्रैः
तोयौघनिस्वनैर्मन्त्रैः
प्रादीतम् इव स्वतः sorry प्रादीतम् right
Yes,
प्रादीतम् इव सर्वतः
पर्वतम्
no प्रादीतम् is written सर्वतः
प्राधीतमिव पर्वतम्
okay so here it is sarvatah okay प्रगीतम् इव विस्पष्टम्
प्रगीतमिव विस्पष्टम्
नानाप्रस्रवणस्वनैः
नानाप्रस्रवणस्वनैः
देवदारुभिरुद्धूतैः
देवदारुभिरुद्धूतैः
ऊर्ध्ववाहमिव स्थितम्
ऊर्ध्वबाहुम् ऊर्ध्वबाहुमिव स्थितम्
प्रपातबलनिर्घोषैः
प्रपातजलनिर्घोषैः
प्राकृष्टम् इव सर्वतः
प्राकृष्टम् इव सर्वतः
वेपमानम् इव श्यामैः
वेपमानमिव श्यामैः
कम्पमानैः शरद्वनैः
कम्पमानैः शरद्वनैः
वेणुभिर्मारुतिर्दूतैः
वेणुभिर्मारुतोद्धूतैः
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 कूजन्तम् इव कीचकैः
कूजन्तम् इव कीचकैः
निःश्वसन्तम् इवामर्षात्
निःश्वसन्तम् इवामर्षात्
घोरैराशिविषोत्तमैः
घोरैराशीविशोत्तमैः
This is my God, this poetic beauty is unbelievable. Valmiki using Sanskrit as a language which was not that easy. Of course, easy in the sense, not easy in the sense, creating the mental picture with the language and perhaps, not many people would be familiar with many of the words. The vocabulary that he has used, every word that is used is so appropriate to that point. That is what the hardness, the difficulty is. To find the exact word for explaining something which he is seeing. That needs an enormous, vast amount of mastery on vocabulary. So as we know, the Shadangas of the Vedas, in that is, one of them is the vocabulary. Shiksha, Vyakarana, Kalpa, Chandas, Jyotish. So here Vyakarana is grammar. Then Nirukta is what is most difficult to comprehend. Grammar is easy with the words what you do, but what words you use, that is important. Niruktam. So Shiksha, Kalpa, Nirukta, Chanda, Nirukta, Vyakarana, Jyotisha, Chandas, and all that. Chandas is also the meter that is used. Meter that is used must be following certain rules. First of all, grammar rules, then Chandas rules, then the words that will fit exactly into that point, so that the chandas is not compromised. And that word should explain the exact, feeling or description of what he's seeing. See, nowadays we have ready reckoner, or you go to a book which has the vocabulary, dictionary online nowadays. You go and look at it and then get that word. Where was the reference point for him? Which book? There's no book. Is there anywhere in Ramayan, anywhere it is written, so the students sat there and started reading some books? Even chanting is not with the books. It's all out of memory. So therefore, the vocabulary must be there already in the mind. It's not the reference to any book or any written material, right? So it is, think about it, when we do not have any book to refer to, you must have everything in your head. That is why Mahamatihi Valmiki, he's considered as the Purva Kavi. He's the most ancient Kavi, poet, not poet because he's poetic skills. It is the ability to bring the exact expression through words. So Kapishardulaha Swami Sandarshanotsukah Utsukaha. He is so excited to go towards Rama. So to look at Rama, he is so excited. See, interesting thing is, when he was coming to Sita, he was so excited to look for Sita. Now he is going by. I am so excited to go and speak to Rama. Aruroha, he climbed. Girishreshtam, the best of the giris there, which name is known as Arishta. Arishtam Girim Aroha, who Arimardanaha. He the one who is a destroyer of the enemies. And that very Giri, how the particular mountain in which he mounted, what is that mountain? That is what is the entire description of the next so many words, so many verses. And the method of explaining, Tunga Padmaga Jushtabihi Neelabihi Vanarajibihi, by that Padmaka trees, Tunga Padmaka, tall Padmaka trees, Jushtabihi covered, Neelabihi Vanarajibihi, and also other trees that are so thickly there, so it looked like a blue dark mountain. The blueness of that is coming from obviously that rocks that are there, as well as the trees that are there, making it dense, very dense. Neela bihi, with the dense trees and the groves. Jushtam. And so Uttariyam iba ambodaihi. So Amboda means Ambhum Dadadi. That is dark clouds which are giver of the rain, covered by that, like a Uttariyam, the upper cloth. So tall is the mountain, and the top of the mountain is always covered with the clouds which are acting as Uttariyam. So if you look at the Kailash mountain also, most of the time you don't see it. It is always on the top of it is covered with the clouds. So Uttariyam, Uttariyam ivambodaihi Shrungantara vilambibihi. Between the summits, they are hanging down. Shrungantara vilambibihi. Bodhyamanamava pritya divakarakaihi shubhaihi. And they are already, as though they are ready to wake up, like with both the hands. The peaks of the mountain are like both the hand. Divakara karai shubai. So sorry, they are bodhyamanam iva. They're ready to awake, being touched by the hands of sun. Later on it comes to how they are raising up the hand. So hands of the sun which is raised, Divakara karaihi shubaihi bodhyamanam. They are being woken up. The mountain peaks are woken up by the hands of the sun, which is nothing but the rays of the sun, as though they are waking that mountain up. And when waking up means what? Eyes are open, right? What are the eyes? Unmishantam iva uddhutaihi lochaneiriva dhatubihi. Unmishantam iva. Unmishantam ida. As though the eyes are open, uplifted. Uddhutai lochaneiriva. Now, when you open your eyes, you look up, right? So, what are those? The various metals that are there in the mountain, with the shine of the sun glittering, is like the mountain is awake. Dhatubihi. That is interesting thing. Toyogana nisvanaihi mantraihi. Toyogana means Toyoga means collection. Toyogana. Collection of huge water. What is that? Ocean. Ocean is right next to it, and it is definitely making a roaring sound. Hitting on the shores of the mountain. Obviously, there's a big sound that is coming. Toyogana nisvanaihi. And what is that? Early morning. Mantraihi pratitam iva sarvatah. As though the ocean is chanting Vedic mantras. Early morning waking up means obviously early morning chanting and all starts. In the same way, the sound of the ocean is like chanting of mantras, recitation of mantras. Pragitam iva vispashtam. Not only just chanting, it is loud chanting. Pragitam. And pragitam iva vispashtam. Nana prasravana svanehi. And also the loud chanting is further enhanced by the waterfalls that are coming down as well. Prasravani, Nana prasravana svanai. The sound of the waterfalls that are there also is enhancing that sound. So the ocean sound along with the waterfalls. And Devadarubir Udgutaihi. Various tall trees that are there. Devadaru. Devadaru is known as deodar. In English become Deodar. If you go to the Himalayas, you will see a lot of them. Devadaru. Daru means Daruni. Daru here means tree. Devanam Daru. So it's called divine. Why they call Devadaru? Because they go straight. Even the mountain is like this. The trees will be straight like this. Mountain may be slanting. And they are always straight. As though they are trying to reach gods in the heaven. That's why they are called Devadarus. And that in English become Deodar. The same only. Deodar. Devadaru. So Devadarubihi Uddutaihi Urdhvabahumiva. That's where it is. They are all, it looks like all the mountain, the whole mountain is looking up for the Lord. With all the deodar trees sthitam. Prapada jala nirgoshaihi prakrishtam iva sarvatah. With all the prapada jala nirgoshaihi, the falling of various streams that are coming down. Prakrishtam iva sthitah vepamanam iva shyamaihi kampamanaihi sharadvanaihi. And it is also said that the entire place, because of the falling of the streams, due to the clouds that are constantly giving rains, the whole place is as though vepamanamiva. It's being moved. Vepamaniva shyamaihi sharadzanehi. So the rainy clouds are making sure that the whole place is kampamanaihi, moving continuously. And venubir marudotudaihi. And so the bamboo trees that were there, through which the wind is moving, because of the water falling down is one thing, along with that the wind is also blowing, and the wind is blowing because of which the cool air passing through the bamboos, venubihi marudotudehi kujantam iva kichakai, as though they are also, the whole place is screaming. The mountain is as though screaming there. Nishwasantam iva Nishwasantam iva amarshat, due to because it's already a tragedy that is taking place in Lanka, as though they are unhappy about that. Amarshat, indignantly. Amarshat, goreihi, because of the very movement of the mountain, because of the rain and then clouds and all other thing. Goreihi ashivishottamaihi, also the mountain serpents that are there, they are also getting woken up there because of the movement of that. Further is continued here. Niharakritagambiraihi
निहारकृतगम्भीरैः
dhyayantam iva gahvaraihi
ध्यायन्तमिव गह्वरैः
मेघपादनिभैपादैहि
मेघपादनिभैः पादैः
prakrantam iva sarvatah
प्रक्रान्तमिव सर्वतः
जृम्भमाणमिवाकाशे
जृम्भमाणमिवाकाशे
शिखरैरभ्रमालिभिः
शिखरैरभ्रमालिभिः
कूटैश्च बहुधा कीर्णम्
कूटैश्च बहुधा कीर्णम्
शोभितं बहुकन्दरैः
शोभितं बहुकन्दरैः
कालतालैश्च कर्णैश्च
तालतालैश्च कर्णैश्च
वंशैश्च बहुभिर्वृतम्
वंशैश्च बहुभिर्वृतम्
लताभितानैर्विततैः
लतावितानैर्विततैः
पुष्पवद्भिरलङ्कृतम्
पुष्पवद्भिरलङ्कृतम्
नानामृगगणैर्कीर्णम्
नानामृगगणैः कीर्णम्
धातु निष्पन्दभूषितम्
धातु निष्यन्दभूषितम्
बहुप्रस्रवणोपेतम्
बहुप्रस्रवणोपेतम्
शिलासञ्चयसङ्कटम्
शिलासञ्चयसङ्कटम्
महर्षिर्यक्षगन्धर्व
महर्षिर्यक्षगन्धर्व
किन्नरोरगसेवितम्
किन्नरोरगसेवितम्
लतापादपसंप्रसम्बादम्
लतापादपसम्पादम्
सिं सिंहादिष् सिं सिंहा what is it called? सिंहादिष्टितकन्दरम्
सिंहाधिष्ठितकन्दरम्
व्याघ्रादिभिः समाकीर्णम्
व्याघ्रादिभिः समाकीर्णम्
स्वादुमूलफलोद्रुमम् स्वादुमूलफलद्रुवम्
स्वादुमूलफलद्रुमम्.
So thus therefore so the sound of the bamboos that are moving because of that, and the sound of the terrible poisonous snakes as well, Gor Rashi Vishottamaihi Nishwasantam Iva Amarshat. Huh. The comparison is the bamboo's movement and the sound of the wind through the bamboos appearly hissing like that of a terrible, huge, poisonous snakes when they are disturbed, how they make the sound. That is a comparison here. And Jrumbamanamiva Akashe, Akashe Jrumbamanamiva. Here, the many versions did not have this particular word anyway. Jrumbanam is yawning. Jrumbamanamiva Akashe Shikaraihi Abramalibihi. So it is like the sound of the movement of the clouds over the mountain look like the yawning. Early morning when the waking up all right, but sometimes if it is not the good sleep, you make a big sound yawning. Jrumbamanamiva akashe shikarehi abramalibihi kutaischa bahuta kirnam. So the kuta means the summits. The summit has been fully covered, as we said, by the clouds, and which is nothing but filled with a lot of shobhitam bahukandareihi. When you open the mouth for yawning, it is that yawning is looking. What is that comparison? The mountain's peaks has got lot of caves. The cave cavities look like all of them are yawning now. But then you have Sala, Tala, these are all the various kinds of trees. Sala, Talaischa, Karnaischa, Vamshaischa, bamboos. Bahubirvrutam, covered with so many of them. Lata, Vitanaihi, Vitataihi, spread of lot of creepers. Bahubida. Lata, Vitanai, Vitataihi, Pushpavadbihi Alankritam. And also with flowers everywhere it is as though decorated. Nana Mrgaganaihi Kirnam, spread with a lot of various kinds of animals. Dhatu Nishyanta Bhushitam. Nishyantam, Nishpantam. Okay. So, and because of the heat that is created already by Hanumanji earlier, the various dhatus metals are now melting away, molten, like they are there, the molten, the metals there, bhushitam, dhatu nishpandya bhushitam, nishyanta bhushitam, bahu prasravano bhedam, with many, many waterfalls around. They are looking also like as though the molten metal. Shila Sanchaya Sankatam, all filled with so many hard rocks. Sanchaya means collection. Shila Sanchaya Sankatam. Maharshi Yaksha Gandharva Kinnara Uraga Sevidam. It is indeed the abode of all these various Maharshis, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, then snakes, Uraga Sevidam, Lata Padaba Sambhadam, with so many creepers and trees filled with that, and then Simha Adishtita Kandaram. Also the caves are filled with a lot of lions. Vyagradibihi Samakirnam, tigers were also found in that same mountain. Swadu Mula Phala Drumam. So with the trees which have so many very tasty Mula and Phalam, roots and fruits that are also there. Why this description of this mountain? Because that is a mountain which is going to be destroyed by Hanuman.
Oh.
Because he has to take off. when the rocket launches, if you've seen, the rocket launches, the entire place is burnt. And below there, everything is burnt because of the power of the fire that is pushing the rocket up. So much of work is going on to take off one flight, take off one rocket. But once the rocket takes off with so much of fire coming out of it, entire place will be burned every time. So that's why they keep it closer to the ocean, so that then they can clean it up, make it clean. Anything they will start every time. So here he is going to take off from that mountain. Arurohanila
आरुरोहानिलसुतः
Parvadam Plavagottamaha
पर्वतं प्लवगोत्तमः
Ramadarshana Shigrena
रामदर्शनशीघ्रेण
Praharshena
प्रहर्षेणाभिचोदितः
Tena Padatalakranta
तेन पादतलक्रान्ता
Ramyeshu Girisanushu
रम्येषु गिरिसानुषु
Gosha Samashiryanta
सुघोषा समशीर्यन्त
Sheelash what is it?
चूर्णीकृत
Sheelashurnikritastatah Sorry,
शीलाश्चूर्णीकृतास्ततः
Sheelashurnikritastatah
शीलाश्चूर्णीकृतास्ततः
Samaruhya Vachailendram
ततमारुह्य शैलेन्द्रम्
Yavartada Mahakapihi
व्यवर्धत महाकपिः
Dakshinaduttaram Param
दक्षिणादुत्तरं पारम्
Prarthayan Lavanatmajah
प्रार्थयन् लवणाम्भसः
Adiruhya Tato Veeraha
अधिरुह्य ततो वीरः
Parvadam Pavanatmajah
पर्वतं पवनात्मजः
Tadarsha Sagaram Bhimam
ददर्श सागरं भीमम्
Bhimoraga Nishevidam
भीमोरगनिषेवितम्
Amaruta Ivakasham
समारुत इवाकाशम्
Marudasya
मारुतस्यात्मसम्भवः
Abede Harishardulah
प्रपेदे हरिशार्दूलः
Dakshinaduttaram Disham
दक्षिणादुत्तरां दिशम्
Megapa. So there is one word which I forgot to explain here. Beautiful point. Megapadanibaihi padaihi prakrantamiva sarvata. The mountain looked like as though the feet of the clouds, and using the mountain as the feet, it is moving about. Oh, this is unbelievably, imagination. Megapada nibaihi equal to like megasya pada or meganam pada. They are looking like, the mountains are looking like as though they are and padai prakrantam iva sarvata, as though they are all moving with the help of the mountains. So when you look at the picture of the mountains, the clouds are moving, but you cannot see the clouds are the top of the mountain, you cannot see. So the bottom of the mountain is looking like the feet of the cloud and moving. So that is the picturization. Suddenly I thought that is a wonderful picturization which I forgot to speak about. Okay. Now having Anilasutaha, the son of the wind, Aruruhya, Parvadam Aruhya, Aruroha. Arohanam, as you know, to mount, to climb up. Aruroha Anilasutaha Parvadam Plavagottamaha. Ramadarshana Shigrena. He's so anxious about seeing Rama there. Quickly, praharshena abhichoditaha, impelled by that exciting very thought, tena pada tala kranta ramyeshu gurisanushu. So at that very place where he stood, tena, by that is Hanumanena, padatala kranta, crushed under the feet of his feet, crushed under by the feet of Hanuman, Ramyeshu Girisanushu, in that Girisanushu at the peak of the mountain, which is so beautiful, Sagoshaha Samashiryante, along with the loud noise, they are all crushing down. Shila Achurni Kritaha Tadaha. They are completely broken into pieces, the summits of that particular mountain, Arishta mountain. Sa Samaruhya Shailendram, having mounted again on that, Vyavardada, now slowly started to increase his size. As he started to increase his size, the weight has started to increase again. When the weight has started to increase, obviously the stones and the peaks and the rocks that were there started to crumble down. Then what was his intention? Now from south to north he has to fly. Dachinaduttaram param. So this is called not southwest airways, it's called south-north airways. So from south to north he has to go. South, Dachinaduttaram param prarthayan lavanambasaha. And he also started to pray towards the or not prarthayan here means thinking about also, yes. Lavanambasaha, he has to cross over the salt sea with lavana ambas. Ambas is water, salt water. Ariruhya, adiruhya tato viraha parvatam pavadat vanatmaja. Thus he mounted the Parvat, the Arishta Parvat and Pavanatmaja earlier. So remember, Mahendra mountain is where he started off when he started from India, from Bharat. Here it is Arishta. Arishta is the mountain where he. So when you go to Lanka, you will find some places, Hanuman area, the place where the huge feet of Hanuman can be seen. It is imprinted on one of the places. So they worship. There is Hanuman temple also there. It's very interesting that it is being worshipped there. That Hanumanji was there, and his foot is still. That impression is still there. Now, Sadadarsha Sagaram Bhimam looked at the huge ocean. Bhima Uraga Nishevidam, which is none other than the abode of very large, huge form of snakes. Sa Marutah iva Akasham Marutasya Atma Sambhavaha. Now that he started to take on the flight like that of the wind, none other than by the son of the wind. Marutah iva Marutasya Atma Sambhavaha. Prabede Harishardulaha. He proceeded, he took off, Harishardulaha, Dakshinaduttaram Disham, towards the north from the south. So let us see what happens then. That he is now last flight he has taken towards going to Rama, and then on the way also he has some things to accomplish before he reaches. Aganita Gunagana Bhushana Rama Ashrita Vatsala Jaya Jaya
Jaya Rama, Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama,
Rama
Apad Bandhava Jaya Jaya Rama, Dasharatha Nandana Shri Rama, Dashamukhamardhana Jaya Jaya Rama, Kausalya
Kausalya
Sukhavardhana
Sukhavardhana
Rama,
Rama
कामित फलदा जय जय राम पाप विमोचन श्रीराम पटाभिराम जय जय राम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम जय रघुरामा जय सिया राम वानर सेवित श्रीराम वारिधि वंदन जय जय राम हनुमत पूजित सीताराम श्रीराम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।